This is iOS 18, and I'm going to share with you my top tips, features, and aspects of it that I think are updated that you need to know, and ways that I practice my mindfulness, get paid, and make the best use of my phone. This shit is lit. Let's get it. First things first, go ahead and pop our screen up right there. Now, as you see, we here on the lock screen. The first thing they started off with is a brand new lock screen, I guess, with new features. So, as you see, I have different icons up at the top, which shows you my subscriber count. There's a new battery. You might not be able to see it, but it's animated. I got ChatGPT and I got my battery. So now, as you see, when you hold and long hold on there for iOS 18, it's going to bring up features where you can customize. And if you have different focus settings, I guess they're called, it lets you break your phone down, and we'll get into that in a second. But this is where you're able to select that. I long hold, and then when I press up top here, you see, I can change all of the different icons and widgets right there at the top. So the widgets or the apps I'm using right now to get the setup I got, you see that already. The first one is battery. It comes with the phone. It's an Apple battery. You will click battery. The next one I have is something called YouTube Tracker. You got to get YouTube Tracker. It's super fire. Lets you see where you're at in your YouTube growth. Next is something called iScreen. This is one of the best apps. I'm gonna get into that when I show y'all one of these features. This app is insane. Some of the dopest widgets I've seen. And last is ChatGPT. If you don't know how to use ChatGPT, or you want to learn how to use ChatGPT, pardon me, make sure you go watch my videos, because I show you how to use that shit every video. Okay, so a part of iOS 18 is cool ass widgets. So as you see, I have a lock screen that looks amazing, cool ass wallpaper, but I have it set up so that every time I tap, we get a brand new wallpaper. So you see Bron, it's insane. But you also see that little button at the bottom, or that little widget that says, today is fucking epic. That is from iScreen. Let me show you. When you go into iScreen, you're gonna be able to see a bunch of different widgets. Animated stuff, calendars, time, they got it all broken down here. Now, I don't think this is exclusive to iOS 18, but it's a fire ass feature that I want to show you how I got one of my widgets, and it's going to be useful for later on in the video as well. So you go right here. If you have an iPhone 15, you see Dynamic Island. Okay, so whether you got an iPhone 14 or an iPhone 15, these things work, and they sit right there at the top of your device. So what we do is, you press Dynamic Island, you pick whichever one you want. They even have a game here where you can feed your pet. You see I got a pet panda. You can feed it. You can do whatever to it. So this is just a pet. I don't want to spend too long on this, but I'm just showing you how you can use the Dynamic Island. Now, when I click here, you can type in whatever you want for a letter. You can choose your font, whatever. And when you press Start Activity, you see right at the top goes to my butterfly. And now, whatever message we typed in pops right up. And when we go to the lock screen, you see it pops up right there as well. Now, let's get into the home screen. Let's get into some more of these features and how I'm using the device. So we got a widget right there, also courtesy of iScreen. I can do a whole separate video on that, where how you can set the widget up and choose the colors, whatever. So, as you see, I got the two widgets. One says love and one's the floating cat bear thing. I don't know what it is, it's fire. Okay, so at the bottom, on iOS 17, you could always change your icons. Now, first things first, we're gonna get into that control center. So when you pull down at the top, you see, you get two different views. This one is a view that's showing you each different thing, airplane mode, Wi-Fi, etc. But if you want that normal, you press that little heart right there on the right, and it brings you up your control center. Now, as you see, control center looks totally different. So I went ahead and edited and added a few things to mine. All you're going to do is long hold on the screen, and as you see, things start to move around and get a little interesting. You can move things around, make them bigger. You see that little drag thing right there, that little dragger thing, I don't know what you want to call it, arrow. You can use that and move shit wherever you want to. You can resize these widgets and use whatever you want. So I have mine set, and whenever you're done, you can literally also change this main one as well. So whatever you want to change, you can customize it to how you want without jailbreaking it, which we used to have to do. So you have all your widgets right here. You can customize it to whatever you want. You can even share someone else's screen and take control of their screen as well with mirror mirror, or picture-in-picture, whatever you want to call it. I think it's called mirroring your screen. Next is going to be the fact that you can move widgets anywhere you want. Let me demonstrate. So when you hold down on the screen, you see you can either edit the widget, edit the home screen. I'm going to edit the home screen. Now, I can go ahead, move the widget wherever I want. Yeah, look at that, huh? This is an amazing feature because this is going to let you set your phone up the way you want. So let's say I wanted to take an icon, right? I got an icon here, I can move it wherever I want. Look at this. So this is something that's, I know it's been lacking, but it's something that's very useful and what we needed for the iPhone. So now that you can move your apps around how you want, let me know or send me pictures of how you want to start doing your setups on your iPhone. As we scroll through, you see the widgets are the same, but I want to show you that something is different. You can resize the icons. So this next feature is resizing of the icons. And how you're going to do this is you're going to hold down on the screen. Now, you're going to notice at the top left of the screen, it says edit. And then at the top right, it says done. So when you click that edit at the top left, you can either add a widget, customize, or edit your pages. What we're going to do is customize. And once you do that, you see at the bottom of the screen, it brings up this new features, these new settings. So you can make your icons small. Look at that right there on the screen. You've seen my icons shrink, or I can make them large. So I want you to be mindful. If you make them large, all of your font that you have at the bottom, whatever the title of the app is going to disappear. But you can change also if you want to make it light mode, dark mode. You see the apps change in real time. You can tint the icons as well. You can change it whatever color you want. I have mine set to automatic, but it does look kind of lit on dark. I'm not going to lie. Automatic it is. And then when you're done, you just tap on the screen. Now, another thing we could do is hold down on the screen. You go back to that edit at the top left. And when you do that, now you can customize or add your widgets. You see I have my widgets here with my stocks, whatever you have. But when you go ahead and change your widgets, the widgets are amazing because they have handles. Let me show you. Okay, so we got our weather app, right? And let's say we want to change the widget. What you do is you hold down the screen, and then you can either change the size of the widget right there. You see how it's showing you in real time. You can press this one. It's going to make the widget smaller. You can press the big one if you want the big weather. It's going to go ahead and resize everything, reformat everything in real time. Or you go ahead and just go to edit home screen, right? And when you do that, you see that little arrow? We can drag. Look at that. When I say drag, pause, no spikes and shit. But you see right there, we're changing the widget in real time. This is another amazing feature that's going to let you customize your phone, but let you be more productive. You feel me? So these widgets, you put whatever you want. For my screen, I'm using iScreen as my widget you see here. This is Yahoo Finance for where I trade my stocks. I also have Robinhood Public as well. You see some other stocks and things right there. Yeah, so those are my widgets. If you want these widgets right here, this is an app called Social Widget, as you see. This is called Social Widget, and so it shows all my socials and what's going on. Next feature is something that we should have been able to do for a very long time. This is the ability to lock an app. So as you see, you long press on an icon and you can require Face ID. So this is going to lock your applications for people trying to pry into your stuff. So when you hand, I don't know, some of y'all crazy, you hand your girl, whoever your phone, now you can lock the shit you need to lock. If you want to give your phone to your employees, I share one of my phones with one of my videographers and editors. You may not want them to look at everything. You can lock what you need to lock. So let me show you that in real time. If I were to go to open WhatsApp, as you see, you cannot open it without my face on the screen. This is amazing, okay? This is what we need. Next is something that my grandfather would have loved. This is when you can ask to share screen with somebody. So if you were to go into a text message like we see here, I know y'all have grandparents and siblings that are a bit older, or they don't even, maybe they're not tech savvy. They don't know how to do something on the screen, or you want to walk somebody through something, show them how to sign up for something. You simply go to their name in the text message. You go right here to the top right, press that icon, and you see it says ask to share screen. So as soon as you FaceTime whoever it is you're FaceTiming, automatically when they answer, their screen will be prompted and say, hey, do you give permission to share screen? And just like that, you'll be able to share the screen with your grandparents, your mom, your dad, whoever it is, but I know this is going to come in handy for you. Next, when you scroll over, you will notice a new passwords application. Some of y'all live life on the absolute edge. You live life on the edge and you have logins for stuff, Instagram, social medias, bank accounts, important things, but you don't have your information saved, your login information, the email you use, the password. You got 8 billion emails and shit. It's crazy. This is a native passwords application. So instead of in the settings section, it's now right here on the phone, on the screen, home screen. I use something called Dashlane, but who knows? Maybe in the future, this is something that will take the place of it. So all of your login passwords can be stored right in this application. I'm not going to open it up and go too in depth because my shit's in here. All right, next is the text. So you see right here, this is a test. Now, when we go ahead and copy this, you see right there, there's an icon right there in the bottom right. You press it and you can add effects. You can bold, you can underline, you can do whatever you want. So now we can actually update our text in the way we communicate. This is amazing. And still on the text, this can actually translate in real time. So I type in "how are you?" when I press translate. When I press translate, now as you see right there in real time, I can play out loud what it sounds like. I can replace with the translation. Let's go ahead and replace. And as you see right then and there, it's now Spanish session. Now when you press that plus sign on the left, you're gonna see what a famous button, an amazing button, send later. You can text people later, so you can schedule messages ahead of time. So I know your girl, you just started seeing her, bro. You didn't even get to a birthday yet, you got an anniversary, something coming up. You go to send later, and when you press that, you pick the date and time that you want to text somebody, and automatically the message will be sent out. Now the cool thing about this that I found out is, even if you schedule this, right, even if your phone is not on or not active, your message will still send. So if you schedule this right here, and let's say you have it sent for 3 weeks from now, two weeks from now, it will still send even if your phone is off, not active. Well, you gotta pay your bill, you dig what I'm saying? But it already credits and goes to your carrier as a sent message, so it will be stored and it will send out. So let me know if you're gonna be using this send later feature. And you see as I click more at the bottom, this is just what it looks like. Cooler animations, the animations are fire. Whatever widget you have right there will be stored right here. You can reorganize this as well, but you can also send voice memos. This is cool. But let me show you something that I think that you're going to enjoy as well. One, you can send stickers. You see I got my girl up there, or even me. Let's say I want to put myself up there. You see some money. But another thing you could do with the stickers, you can also send emojis. Before we couldn't send stickers and emojis in the same format, same text. I don't know why, but that's a new iOS 18 update. I think it's super cool. Let me know if y'all use stickers. Am I the only one? I use them sometimes, but I don't know. All right, this is one of the best features of iOS 18, and that is your notes. Bro, the notes is on drugs now. It's a bunch of features. Let me show you something that has to do with math and numbers. Let's say you in school, right? Or wherever you are, even in business. I went ahead and typed out some numbers. I'm just typing out 100x666, or I said 666, wow. 6, all these numbers, and let's just do times 7. And then when we go ahead and hit equals, you see it does the formula for us. It does and solves the equation for us. It literally, so when I hit that space button, it went in there for me. So look, let me show you something else, as if that's not amazing. So you got the answer to whatever you needed, right? It already solved it. But when I go ahead to that button right there that looks like a pen or pencil, and let's say I want to draw something. Let's say we type 4 times 3 plus 4 equals, right? And when I do that, look what happens on the screen. Look what pops up. I press solve, and just like that, Apple can now determine, oh, my bad, I wrote on the screen. Apple can now determine what your drawing is and suggest what the answer will be. If this isn't amazing, I don't know what is. Let me know, are you going to use this feature? Drawing shit. I never drew ever on this. I've never drawn on notes ever before, but you let me know, or is this something you're going to use? You can really get into depth with this. You can remove things. It gets really in depth with the math notes, but this is something that Apple has added. Let me know, will you use it? All right. As if the notes already wasn't cooking with grease, let's get into this next feature, right? So you see we have a paper clip. Let's click the paper clip. When you click the paper clip, you know what I'm saying. You can now record audio. It's nothing fancy, you think, right? But when you record the audio, let's say we want to record exactly what we're saying right now. and as I'm recording, it's taking down the audio. But here's the special part about it. As we click done, it now transcribes your audio.
And as I'm recording,
so when I go here,
it's
you
taking
see
down
it
the
type
audio.
down
But
every word
here's
that
the
I
special
said.
part about it.
So imagine if you're in a meeting, you got business with clients, you want a client call, you got something to do, you want to make some YouTube videos, but you handling some business. You can record everything you said or the person says across from you, and it will type it out in words. Now, if it's typed out in words, there's plenty of AI tools that you can use to copy that and make faceless videos. So the possibilities are endless. I don't know what you'll use it for, but this is amazing. So this is literally perfect. Let's say you want to go, you had work all day, you had class, school, whatever it is, and you maybe missed the lecture. You don't want to sit there and pay attention to it. You got something to do. You let this play. It'll record all the audio. Then you have everything transcribed, right? So now once you take that text, you copy that, and then you could literally go to an app like CocoaNote. And when you sign into CocoaNote, this is literally going to be able to break down the notes that you have, and you can make them into quizzes, flashcards. You can edit the notes, translate into different languages. Bro, this shit is next level. So Notes app, I'm only scratching the surface. I'm just giving y'all some of my favorite features. If you want me to go in depth with anything, you can let me know in the comments, and I will. If I get 200 comments on this video, I'll make a video that's even longer going over everything and including everything on my phone. Next, the calculator. Bro, the calculator's next level. I know you're looking at my calculator and you like, how is he on temperature? But let me show you. So let's go ahead and clear out everything, okay? First and foremost, the calculator you think looks normal, but you notice some new features. So you notice at the top left we have a what? This is just going to show us our past history. Keep track of a log of the different math equations and problems we did, right? But you see at the bottom left, you see that little calculator button. Let's press that. And you see I have it clicked on to convert. Now you can turn this into a scientific calculator. Math notes. We already showed you a little glimpse of the math notes, didn't we? Where we did an equation and it'll do it in real time. So that is also available in the calculator. Press that button, it goes right back into the calculator. Or you go right here at the bottom and you press convert. Now when you press convert, you see right there it has the arrows next to the Fahrenheit and Celsius. You press that, and now I can literally go to any type of unit I want, whether it's money, angles, area, energy, force, fuels, temperature like I have here on the screen, weight. Bro, it's ridiculous. Whatever you type in here in Fahrenheit, and look, we got a backspace button. It's next level, so you don't have to start the whole problem over. You got a back button you can press right here in live time and press equals, and I'm about to show you how to make school a breeze. So not only do you have all your equations, but once you press equal, now your equation has been logged on the side, right? You see we have a new entry, but guess what? You tap right here and it takes you back to your old equation. So let's say you had a math problem or math note or something that you typed out and it was a long equation and you did a complex series of things. +3 equals times 7 equals that, right? So when I go here, all I have to do is tap into whatever it is and I get go right back in as nothing ever changed, as if nothing ever left. It's like having tabs open on your computer. The calculator is fire. Let me know what your favorite part of it is. Do you want to use the scientific calculator? I don't know what a cosine and all this tan and all this shit is. If you use it, that's for you. You see the math notes, you see the basic calculator, but I'm loving this convert. Y'all let me know. Now, this is going to be super productive because most of y'all who know me know I always keep a calendar app. I use something called Calendars 5. Now, it's an amazing app. You see everything's lined up. It's incredible. I love this application, but guess what? The Calendars app got updated. When you open the Calendar app, you see everything's broken down. It looks amazing. It looks clean. Looks okay. You like, damn, it got an overhaul. But guess what? You press this button right here that's next to the search glass or the search button, and you see it says single day. Let's press multi-day. And you can see more than one day, 2-day view breakdown. You can press list. It'll break everything down. Or you go ahead back to single day, and what I want to show you is this. Press that plus button at the top right. When you press that, you can have an event, or right here in the Calendars app, you can type down a reminder. So you can, once the reminder is completed, you can check it off right from your Calendars application. So they went ahead and not only updated the Calendars app, they integrated reminders. So some of you crazy ass people with no schedule talking about you're bored, you're free. Now you're not gonna be free no more, because now you're gonna be staying up, doing whatever it is you're supposed to do, and now you will always be organized because the calendars app is amazing and it's overhauled. So I'm loving the way it's broken down like this. This is how I love to see my view for the calendar. This is how I love to see my things broken down, to see what do I have to do for the day. If you're walking around without a calendar app, you're crazy. But if you use the calendar app, comment calendar in the comments. Now we know we can lock applications, but let me show you an app that you might want to lock, but that's also been updated insanely, and that's the photos. So when you go to the photos app, I'm not gonna go too deep in my photos for y'all, but look at the layout. Look how the layout just looks totally different. You see I have some pin collections right here. I got my favorites, I have my favorites, my recents, my albums, my videos, my screenshots. And you can also click, as you see, modify right there. And when you click modify, it breaks it down and you can literally put map. When you have map on here, it's going to show you every place that you've been and all of the pictures you've taken at that location. So if you've been to LA, it's going to break it down and say LA, these are the pictures here, and so on and so forth. It does a great job with people and pets too. I'll show you that in a second. But the photos app is insane. We're not going to scroll through my photos too much, but when you scroll down, you see recent days. It's going to show you all the pictures that you saved to your device in the last few days, okay? This is amazing. It's super useful. I have mine set up. You see all the albums in here. So as you scroll, I have different wallpapers, right? So as you see, I scroll and I have different albums in here. So let's say if we were to go to wallpapers, I want to show you something amazing, because you see right here at the top, I go to movie, and just like that, it makes you a movie. Let me turn the sound off. It even gives you a song. It makes you a movie of your wallpapers, bro. A whole movie of your wallpapers. So whatever kind of wallpapers you got on your phone, or whatever photo album you have, this is my wallpaper album. It's going to make them for you, movies for you. And I have another one with my food. Let me show you. So all you're going to do is you either press photos or you press that movie button. It will make a movie for you of everything in the album. And the movies are pretty fire. Let me play the music for you so you can hear it. Everybody say, hell yes. Amazing quality. And you can press the three dots right here at the top right. Not only can you edit the movie, you can edit the timeline, you can change the title, you can hide the preview, you can do all these things, but you can share this same video right here. You can save it to your device. If you want to edit the timeline, you go right here. You can change the sequence or the order. If you hit that plus sign at the bottom right, you can add or remove videos from it. Bro, this is super amazing. The Photos app is getting revamped, or it has been revamped insanely. So once you are done there, you see these amazing movies. You scroll down in your photos and you see they have the new people section. The people section is fire because it breaks it down into people who it thinks that they are, and it does a pretty good job of having their names. You see there's tons of people, so if there's people that are frequently in your photos or that's your family or your friends, it will start to know the names of these people. I don't need to show you all my whole family's information, but now when you scroll down, you can have the media types, whatever you want. They have featured photos. This is something that's key. The featured photos, now the featured photos is fire. So when you press this featured photos, you'll be able to see different photos it believes you should feature. You see my amazing grandfather there. Rest in paradise, Papa. So scroll to the bottom, you see your memories, but past the memories is the customize and reorder folder, or button rather. Now when you press this customize and reorder, you can change the layout of how you want your photos set up. So this iOS 18 allows for more customization. So you can reorder the Photos app however you want to set it up. And to speak on customization, let me show you my favorite part of this video, where I'm gonna show you how I customize my phone, or at least I'm just gonna show you some of the stuff I did to my phone. And if this gets 200 comments on this video, I'll make another video going into depth how you can do it too. So I showed you the widgets right here. You see the butterflies still sitting up there, super crispy, super elegant, super amazing. That is iScreen. The application is called iScreen. And just so you can see it in real time, this is what the app looks like. These are my widgets at the top right. These are all the widgets I made for the lock screen. These are my small widgets, my medium ones, and my large. So I can go into depth with this. This is super fire. Let me show you something else even. You can either go to edit, go to add a widget, scroll down the iScreen, and I'm gonna show you how you can resize. Let me show you something. I can go right there and put the battery widget. You see that's cooking. And you see we got the battery over there blinking and doing this thing. Or we can remove this widget and instead go to edit, go to add. And when we go to iScreen this time, what I'm gonna do is add one of these widgets. Now watch this one, look at this. You long hold down, you choose which widget you want. And let's say I want fan. I got Buddy blowing, you know what I'm saying? The fan blowing on Buddy, chilling, eating watermelon. Whatever you want, the widgets are kind of cool. Next, my icons. My icons are custom icons that I paid for. I'm not sure the guy's name. I got them from a dude on Twitter. Super fire icons. If you want these, I will go in the archives and figure out how I got them or where I got them. Or you can use that app called iScreen and they already have icons built into there. You pick your theme that you want. Here, in fact, I'll show you. You press themes right there at the bottom of the application and you see. As you're scrolling, they have full-on themes you can get. They have everything that comes with it. It shows you the widgets included, the lock screen widget, and how many icons, 75 icons. It's pretty fire if you ask me. Next, this app or this widget is YouTube Tracker. You need to put your YouTube up there because I use this for goals, manifestation every day to see where am I at with YouTube? How can I do better? You know, what can I use to visualize? This one is social widget. Now this is going to show whatever widgets or whatever things you have up there, it'll show in the sense of you can break it down. If you have your TikTok, you can put your Instagram, whatever. I have my YouTube and Instagram here. I have a folder here. You see I have YouTube Studio. This is YouTube Tracker, amazing app that lets you see some of your accolades. You can also set goals and challenges for yourself and it shows you how many views you have. Super fire. I have all of my things broken down into folders. You see I have an AI folder with some of my favorite AI applications. This video gets to 200 views. I will go through a video show you all of my favorite AI apps, how I use them. Finance folder, I got a daily folder with my email. Spark email, which is the best email in the world. I'll give you a quick demonstration. Let's say this company reached out to me for a collab. They're like, hey, I want to do something. Now, as you see that little button that pops up at the bottom right, it says plus AI. I can press that and this will write the email for me. Or what I can do is go back to the email and says, type a sentence. Let's say, I would love to collaborate. Now, all I have to do, click this, highlight this, press this. Now, when I press the AI button, it'll write it however I want it to write. Let's say, make it more friendly. And just like that, press insert, it'll write the emails for you. So that's another tool I use. It's one of my most used tools. I made a video on it. Those are pretty much all my widgets. These things you can get on iScreen. I showed you here. Passcodes, passwords, that's the app right there from Apple. But this is how I break my phone down, how I have my phone set up. Let me know how you have yours set up. What do you rank mine on a scale of 1 to 10? For productivity. I think it's super fire. I love the setup. I'm gonna keep messing around with the widgets. See, I got some fire wallpapers, some of the best wallpapers in the league. But let me know. But again, let me know what you think of iOS 18. And if this video, when this video gets 200 comments, I'll go ahead and make some AI tool videos for showing you my favorite AI tools. How do I make what I make on the video, or how do I make my theme or my setup that I made on the video? This video is long enough. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, let me know what you think. Until next time, stay lit, stay awesome, stay healthy. You did.